Hello everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we are back from the brand new video. And today's video is actually going to be another Little Rangers roundup. That's right, the series we've been doing now for 6+ years on the channel. And I'll be honest with you, this one right here is a bit of a mixed bag. And when I say a mixed bag, on one hand we have a very interesting story about football that we can break down and discuss. And on the other hand, we have a running started kick directly into the old plump bags. Now, was that graphic? Absolutely, but was it needed? You're damn right. But before we do go any further on with today's video, as always, a bit of a friendly reminder, but if you don't mind helping the old channel out as we close in on 50 freaking K. Now though, to the video we go, and I'll be honest with you, I don't really know which story to actually start with or what part to start with. Do I start with the good side? Do I start with the bad side? I guess it determines what type of person you are and how you see things, but I'm going to start off with the good news and just get the ball rolling and set the tone with some happy football stuff. And the first part of today's video is of course going to be all about Rangers and the Champions League qualifiers. And when I say Rangers and Champions League in the same sentence, the smile just naturally gets wider and wider, because this is a sensational feeling right now. Because you think about it, we've been through so many hard times and so many dark times together right here on the channel, and I'm not even just talking about the terrible camera quality and overall bad content for me. I'm talking about in the footballing sense. We know where we've been, where we've had to go from the bottom all the way to the tip of the top of Scottish football, but we went ahead and we reclaimed our throne, we reclaimed our title. And whilst we were going ahead and doing that bit by bit, we were building our respect back in the European stages, because before Steven Gerrard came to this football club, we knew where we are, we knew how embarrassing it actually was. But since he's came in to the door again, bit by bit, he's built us up all the way from a good solid outing to getting through the qualifiers to eventually going through the entire group stage at the Europa League undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact that we're now just a couple weeks away from seeing Rangers take that last step in the road to recovery and getting back to the old Champions League level is simply incredible, and it shouldn't be overlooked how important and monumental this qualifier is for our team. But of course I need to put emotions and all that to one side, because it still needs to be earned and won over those white lines for 90 odd minutes over the old 2 games. And I think if you look at the actual potential draw and the way the splits actually came down, or split fixtures, whatever UEFA and all that is saying about them, I think the draw that we have is arguably the toughest draw that we could have got. And going a wee bit deeper into the toughest draw that we could have arguably got so far, if you look at the 2 teams, on one hand we remember HJK Helsinki, not only for the 3-2 win that we had at Ibrox over them in 2019 when they had played a lot of football, but we were just starting our pre-season out. We managed to overcome and put them away, and we had a very entertaining 3-2 match if we're thinking back and remembering it properly. But we also remember Helsinki because that was the team that we got a certain Buffalo Soldier from, and let's be honest with you, the journey that's happened since the day we brought him from that football club, it's been mad, it's been mental, it's been frustration, it's been exciting, it's been a wonderful roller coaster ride for our boy Alfredo. And despite it being absolutely crazy, I don't think any of us would go back and stop that from happening. So we'll always appreciate Helsinki for giving us our boy Alfredo. On the other hand, however, the good vibes and the fun recent wins and everything like that over them goes on the other side, because of course we potentially could face Malmo, who again we have some history with as well. And the smile isn't here right now, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm sure a lot of you watching today's video remembers the last time we played Malmo in a Champions League qualifier, and a game of football that we had to go away and we had to get a good result, and we had the perfect start after a wonderful goal, from Jelic, which was brilliant. It set us on our way, but then we just shot ourselves in our foot over and over again as we got 2 men sent off, and Malmo ended up coming back and knocking us out of the Champions League qualifiers in a game that we really should have qualified given the talent and the players we had at that time. So it certainly is a sour feeling and a sour memory that we have in the old memory banks from Malmo, and let's be honest, they are a very, very good football team. And I think if we're being honest with you, I think we all know potentially the team that we could be playing, and I think we do know it will be Malmo, because I think if you look at the both sides, I think Malmo is playing the better of the football. I think they are a better team, so it looks like we could potentially get our chance at redemption and revenge from the 2011 Champions League qualifiers with a game versus Malmo in a couple of weeks. But isn't it just recent history and potential redemption and all that needs to be discussed when you look at both teams? In fact, I think the one thing that we all need to take away from today's video and the opposition that we could potentially play in the qualifier is both teams have already started their season off. I mean, Malmo has played 12 games in the league and they sit top of the league. Yes, they're conceding goals for fun, which is very encouraging, but still, they are not got any ring rust. They're fully sharp and they are ready to go. So for me, when I look at the next couple of friendlies that we're actually going to be playing now, I think we need to treat them as seriously as if they were actual competitive matches, because we need to close that gap. We need to bridge that gap and get our boys sharper and more ready, because we've seen glimpses of players really turning on in the friendlies, but I think as a collective so far, we've not seen us at the same level that we've had in previous seasons. So I'm fully expecting now that the draw has been done, the next couple of friendlies will be all go. And let's get ready. But if I'm just being honest with you right now on the old channel, I'm fully confident that we will be ready for this game, and there's certainly not going to be any excuses or anything fired at, you know me in the channel, I can't be arsed with anything like that. But it was just worth noting that they are underway, they are playing games, and for the rest of our friendly and pre-season games, we need to close that gap and get back to our best. But I believe we will in time, ladies and gentlemen, because every single time you dangle a carrot in front of these Rangers players, especially under Steven Gerrard and especially in Europe, they fancy it and they go all out. So I can imagine that we're going to see a difference over the next couple of games now that that draw is on the horizon. So I know it's a tough draw and it is going to be a tough match no matter who we face, but this is Champions League level, and if you want to get there and if you want to get to the dance and if you want to make that moolah, you have to go out there and earn it. And let's be honest, if we can't beat Malmo or if we can't beat Helsinki, we shouldn't be anywhere near the Champions League group stages. So I'm very excited, looking forward to this game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going all in, I'm buzzing, I'm looking forward to it. I believe in the boys, and I just look at Steven Gerrard and the pedigree that he's put in to these players, and I just hope the phenomenal run and the way that we've been going in European football as a football club just continues into this game and beyond. And that's it for all part one of the Old Rangers Roundup. I'd love to know what your opinions are now that the draw has been done. Who do you think we're going to be playing? Again, we're not going to do any predictions or anything like that right now because we don't know who's going to be out at our football club at that point, because I expect a signing very, very soon, and we don't know roughly what's going on until obviously the preview the day before. So there's going to be no predictions right now, but I'd just love to know what your initial gut reactions are now the two teams that are going to be on our way at the first qualifier has been revealed. And whilst you hopefully get involved in the old comment section below, I will transition into the sour part of today's video and just again reconfirm. I'm sure you've already seen the news by now, but we do need to discuss it as it is a part of the roundup, and that's the fact that Rangers' friendly, which was supposed to be on Wednesday versus Blackpool, a phenomenal away day for so many people going down, has now officially been cancelled. Now, I'll be honest with you, when I seen this first pop up, I was like, what on earth has just happened? But then I went ahead and clicked at it, and then I went ahead and read the Rangers statement, and then I went ahead and realised why this had to be done. And just so we're all on the same page, just in case you haven't seen it yet, I will read out Rangers' official statement on why the friendly has been cancelled. We are disappointed to announce that our scheduled friendly fixture versus Blackpool on Wednesday, the 21st of July, has been cancelled. Due to an ongoing COVID-19 related issue within the Blackpool camp, both clubs have decided that it is sensible to cancel the fixture. We recognise that this will be frustrating for both sets of fans, especially the 4,500 Rangers fans who have bought tickets. Nevertheless, the ongoing challenges presented by COVID-19 require pragmatic and difficult decisions. The health of our players and staff are imperative. We will update the fans in due course regarding ticket and refunds. Fans will keep the MyGears points collected through the purchase of the tickets. We advise fans not to travel to Blackpool now that the game has been cancelled. End quote. And again, everything that needed to be said was said in the statement. You can't really argue or blame anyone. You can't blame Blackpool, you can't blame Rangers on this one. It is obviously an health issue, and again, like they've said, they've had to make some difficult decisions, because could they have went down there and played maybe certain people that wasn't involved or anything like that? Yes. Would it have been a risk? Absolutely. And do you really want to be taking potential risks for Son to flag up a couple of weeks away from a massive Champions League qualifier in which some of our players are already suspended, or will do? Absolutely not, ladies and gentlemen. So it's an absolute sear one right into the old plump bags, but it was one that had to actually be made. But hopefully something gets done, because I would love to see another fixture then be put in place on Wednesday. I know it's a bit last minute and everything like that, but I do hope another friendly is, because again, the more games the better for this Rangers team. That the more legs and the more minutes they get under the leg, the sharper they'll be for not only the league starting, but again, what we talked about earlier with the Champions League qualifier, considering both of our opposition are actually playing there and getting some game time. So that's it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. If by the time this video actually goes up, if there's any more information about a new friendly getting moved on Wednesday or anything like that, I will pin it down there in the comment section below, so make sure you scroll down and have a wee check just in case there is any more information now, obviously, given that I'm about to finish up recording today's video. But that is it for the All Rangers Roundup, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Again, it's a mixed bag, but it was a bag that had to be discussed. And with that being said, it's time for the outro. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching today's video. If you got involved down there in the comment section below, I will be speaking to you very, very shortly. But until next time, I've been TJ over 92. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.